Bottom right hand side, and another PvZ. Interested to see how this one turns out. We saw this man so far today going 1-1. And we'll see if he can improve on that now in his third series. The red Protoss in the bottom right hand side from Team Liquid. This is MaNa. Top left, our blue Zerg player. We have ourselves Cham. Cham! Will he be the champion of this group? Someone must have made that joke before, right? How's everyone doing out in the chat? If you're enjoying the stream, consider that follow button. We're actually crazily close to 35,000 followers today. We're 240 something away, which means we'll probably get it throughout this week, but really crazy. To see so many of you guys hanging out and stuff. And following, we had 200 new followers yesterday as we continue to grow the channel. Wardy, what's with the Rifkin jokes? The Rifkin jokes? Rifkin doesn't make jokes, he just tries to. Wait, did I make a Rifkin joke? Oh, the champion? Yeah. Oh, well, no, you see, I didn't even think of that as a joke, I just thought that was a really terrible intro. The difference would be if I was Rifkin, I would have laughed or had some awkward silence waiting for my co-caster to laugh. Because I would have thought it was a joke, but I really didn't think it was a joke, to the point where when you asked me, I actually had no idea what was going on. So, yeah. I guess there you go. Adept will shade out of here pretty quick. No real chance to get a drone. MaNa unable to be successful here in the early stages. We do see a Phoenix. Is not going to be coming out at all because he goes Twilight into the Robo. So nice little bit of a different setup here. Stalker pushing that Overlord back and a Dark Shrine opening. Getting going. Oh my god. I actually think I need to stop with Rifkin memes because every time I do, someone starts being really mean and nasty and stop it! Well, I'll ban you guys. I will, honestly. I will ban you. I will get my hammer, I'll write ban on it, and we will ban you. Is there any way to place OVs on this map on a pillar? I guess not. That's why the Overlord's probably over here. And again, Cham, double Overlord is not something you see across the map often anymore. Yeah, there's a pillar right here. So you can pillar there, but obviously you can't really see the wall off. A little bit different. Anyways, Dark Templar going to be on the way up in a few moments. There is Spore Crawlers here from Cham on the way. And he has got the Roach Rowan. So honestly, he's got a pretty good setup against this. Just needs to make sure those Roaches on the right place to stop a Spore Crawler being targeted down and going from there. Prism will be followed up by a second Prism as well. We've been seeing the DT drops as of late. That has generally been, you know, you drop in one place, then you go drop on the other, and you end up with two sets of Archon drops, which are quite powerful, as we are going to be seeing. Prism loading up and jumping in towards the mains. 4 DTs coming in and going to go straight towards that Spore. Well, a couple of Roaches here, but he actually just turns around and just goes for Roach damage. You see a couple of drones going down so far as well. That DT gets saved too. Obviously, damage on the DTs doesn't really matter because you're going to morph them into Archons anyways, and the health, the shields doesn't transfer. So, no real issue to take a few shots there. Just getting early damage done. And as now you see some Roaches coming to the bottom. Cham almost expecting, I think, the next Prism and the next attack to come in from this side. Well, it should come in at the same time as this Archon drop goes back to the main. Cham has a few Roaches here, but probably not enough to deal with 2 Archons. So 4 DTs start to move forwards, and the Roaches do pull back towards a reasonable position there. MaNa lifts up those DTs, pulls them back, will morph those into Archons, and these Archons are not going to try and do too much more either, just going to back away for the moment. Meanwhile, he's building an Immortal back at home. Now this can, as he moves forwards, he looks as though he wants to build a third base. With an Immortal already on the way up, kind of essential, I suppose, against the Roaches. But he will have, obviously, now 4 Archons, and heading into Immortals so quickly, there's going to be a lot of real aggressive powers. +1 charge kicks in with 2 or 3 Immortals and 4 Archons. There's actually going to be a really scary army out of MaNa, so that's something to watch out for here, that potential attack in, around the 730 marker. We'll see if that's something he wants to commit towards, or if he maybe has other plans. Obviously, until then, he's trying to use these Archons to slow the Zerg player down as much as possible. The more damage he does now, the better this is going to turn out to be for him in the long run. As we see, those Roaches are just not winning this fight at all. Those Archons, well, now they're just kind of unstoppable because the Roaches have already gone down. There's not enough damage here, and we're going to be seeing Archons just picking up a ton of kills. Some of the Archons get low. He should just be a little bit careful. He's warped in some Zealots. We'll bring the Archons behind the Zealots. MaNa has just found a ton of damage. Resources lost 1,700 to 0. Make that 1,800 and still counting. Finally, MaNa loses his first unit of the game. 7 minutes in. Archons loading back up. It's just these few Zealots that are going to go down here. Great damage by MaNa, though. And honestly, after dealing damage like that, I feel like the idea of pushing with charge and +1 is probably even stronger than it was before. Again, MaNa looking to try and make this a 2-1 scoreline in the group for himself. 2-1 is a good position to be in with Guru left to play. Archon's just going to be dropping into that natural expansion. Again, a few more drones going down here. And he's getting so many workers. 12 workers killed. There's no way this isn't a push, right? Here we go. Pushing across the map. +1 charge is done. 6 Mutalisks on the way up. I would say they might have some potential or something, but I still think 4 Archons is just going to be way too much. Obviously, he could warp in a couple Stalkers too. I mean, for now, he warps in a whole bunch of Zealots. That will also work, because he just wants to overwhelm on the ground. And here we go. Pushing forwards onto this little bit of creep spread at the moment. Already cleaning out some of that some of those creep tumors. The Mutas come in, they tap both of the Immortals to set off the barriers. Obviously very important as the Archons get rid of the first Muta, and another going down pretty quickly too. The Immortals obviously going to be big in terms of being able to fight through those Roaches. That took a lot of damage so far, though. One of the Archons is very low. Those Immortals barriers being popped by the Mutas is very good. That was really good control and decision making by Cham. But now force fields coming through here. We've got a couple of Adepts going into the mineral line up on the top, so that's getting a lot of damage done. And as Roaches and Mutas and Ravagers start to break through, they might be able to break this army down. Warp Prism is able to siege up and get a warping off without Corrosive Bars hitting it. Immortals being saved for a few moments. Change his Prism. Is going to be able to save 2 of those Immortals. But again, he's got a lot of workers. All MaNa really has to do is survive the counter-attack, and he should be good. Cham is in a really tough spot here. Down 6 workers. It's really about his army supply. Will it be enough as MaNa even starts a Stargate in the main just in case more Mutas come out? It makes sense, of course. I mean, more Mutas obviously would be really concerning at the moment, so going in towards something that can deal with those is obviously a bit of a priority here. So the Phoenix potential is nice to have. He didn't open with a Stargate, which he would usually have done in the majority of build orders, so has to add the Stargate on later instead. A Prism with the 2 Archons inside and loads up to the top. One single Muta trying to do as much as it can. Cham backs away and will just try to build back up. He knows MaNa's gotten up enough to defend, and that is so dangerous. That is so dangerous, actually, because now there's extra Mutas come up and a Hydralisk Den comes down. This is really rough. 2 more Stargates coming into the main base. You see the +1 air weapons also coming down on the Cybercore. And yeah, seeing what's going to happen next as we see that Prism just sat to the south with the Archon inside of it. And 2 more Stargates. Got a little fleet beacon as well. He's really just getting ready to go into carriers, I guess. Or Tempests. It's actually still seeing a fair amount of carrier usage though, so probably expecting that. Mutas coming in. Again, a little bit of an annoyance, but obviously Cham couldn't really afford to make too many, so he only has 5 to kind of really get going here as we see those Phoenix do fly in. 1 of those Mutas going down. I mean, oh, okay. Still, I mean, I want to justify 9 probes, but I don't think 9 probes really matters that much. A couple carriers on the way up now as well. I think MaNa's still kind of okay with this at the moment. Again, those couple of Archons dropping down. Pylon going to drop in on the third base as well. Zealots coming up to the top side, and again, a couple more carriers coming out of the main. The Lurker Den, that's coming in the back of this main line as well. So, again, set to go in towards these Lurkers. Here's Cham, making a game out of this when it looked like he was kind of dead. Now, my issue becomes that there's just going to be carriers for him to deal with, and I'm not sure. Well, obviously, I mean, I guess the first wave of carriers is always easier to deal with than the rest, obviously, and I guess with just Hydras, maybe he can do that, but he's morphing a lot of his Hydras into Lurkers, so that makes that difficult, and I mean, it's 10 Hydras against the carriers that are, plus some Phoenix that can help out. I'm not sure. Phoenix coming all the way over to the left-hand side there. A couple of shots to bring that Phoenix a little bit lower as well. Just want to take a moment to say what's up to everyone tuning in today, by the way. Almost 2,000 viewers up in here. How you all doing? Crazy. Our viewership has just gone up like crazy the last couple of weeks. Awesome to see. Good to have you all. Enjoying you guys watching. Thanks so much for the support. Lurkers burrowing up on the high ground as we see these Phoenix coming in. Going to go for that Overseer. One Overseer down, a second Overseer going to start going down as well, as we have a couple Corrosive Battles here initially. Well, the carriers, they need to kind of come forwards and be part of this. So Zealot warping down there. Could have gotten the Nexus instead, just runs towards the 4th base, which actually isn't a bad idea. That 5th can probably get killed by the next wave of Zealots. Although the 5th would have been guaranteed damage, of course. There's 5 carriers. They just weren't in position. Like, now there's 5 carriers that here, this army's just going to die. I mean, Lurkers getting lifted. Immortals are going to be able to kill a bunch of these Lurkers initially as well. Barely any damage comes out of the Lurkers. Hydra's being lifted by Phoenix too, and the carriers are just going to clean up everything. A very anticlimactic end. I mean, it looked fun when the carriers weren't there. Decorations right now. There is non-stop decorations on this tree. As we kick this off, get this going. Top left-hand side, our Red Pros player here is Team Liquid's MaNa, and to the bottom right-hand side, our Blue Zerg is Cham. Thank you so much, Dead Guy 99 coming in with that fresh new sub is what I was saying. Before I got a little bit distracted and sort of went off on a bit of a tangent, almost out of nowhere. Thank you so much, Dead Guy 99. Oh, we're just doing a sub train now? Is that what's going on? Okay, I'm not against it. Thank you so much to Whoosh, who just came in with Zero Wolfheart Zero, gifting out a sub. Welcome, Zero Wolfheart Zero, to the Wardy family for a month at least. Good to have you with us. Thank you so much. Did you see that probe being annoying? The drones just pull in and get the kill. And coming in fresh with the Twitch Prime sub, Madden Gang. Coming in. Thank you so much, Madden Gang, for that Twitch Prime Subarino. I get this written out, and then we'll actually observe the game, because I'm sure you guys are already bored of watching this hatchery, despite the fact we saw Probe go. So that's Madden Gang coming in with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate the support. On 663 subscribers. What are you, a well-known name in the StarCraft community? You organize tournaments with the best players in the world. Have I tried to organize some major tournaments with a $10,000 prize pool and cool sponsors? No. It just costs too much money. I mean, $10,000 is like... $10,000 for a prize pool alone means you put in a big event on, which is going to cost at least $20,000 to $30,000 to run the event. If you do it online, I guess $10,000 prize pool is cool and all, but... I mean, I just don't have the money, and there's just sponsors just aren't interested in putting that much money into StarCraft. Honestly, I'm not even sure. Like, for example, like The 2018 has left the game as like a $1,500 event. And the viewership for 2018 has left the game is basically no different from when I won a $500 event, the WardiTV Christmas Invitational. So for me, honestly, as this is going to be a link float that's going to be very dangerous, very quickly to summarize my point, for me, honestly, it feels like putting more money into a tournament doesn't give that much value out of it, because with the viewership is just so consistent anyways, no matter what I'm casting, so it doesn't really seem to change that much. So yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it's nice to put on more prize money for the players, though, sometimes. So we've seen those pros pulling back towards the main. Just maybe seeing a good amount of damage being done here as those Lings obviously have speed now. This is already pretty bad for MaNa, who is trying to get shield batteries up here as well. This Oracle is about to pop out. There is Stargate powered by this top pylon as well, so the Oracle will be able to help defend. Cham is on a very low worker count, so if MaNa can hold this off, he will generally get into a fairly good spot. The shield battery saves the pylon, so the Stargate stays powered, and MaNa doesn't have the money to build anything else, so it's still a bit of an issue. And this Oracle now out of energy means those Lings are just going to be able to keep on flooding in, and this just went so badly wrong from the very start from MaNa. Wasn't ready for this at all, and this has absolutely gone terribly. Cham takes game number 2, ties it up 1-1. Know that he has won. You have a decoration, cool, all good. Well, thank you so much for the bits, though. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's kick off into game 3 of this best of 3. I was muted. What was I about to say? What was I about to talk about? Donating euros makes you look weird. No, dude. 567 makes you look way better than the guys with just $5, you know? I appreciate it. Some ad bits for Wardy, the 20 bits coming in from Ricky Suggs. Thank you all thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. What was I about to say before I was muted? I had a really good follow-up from talking about decorations. Ah, fuck. Huh, I'm completely lost. I really don't know anymore. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Huh. Oh well. Oh well. There we go, guys. Just guess I didn't have anything to say, really. Stargate opening here from MaNa as he gets going in the main base with that Stargate coming down. Stalker on the way out, Warpgate on the way up. That Ling speed now halfway done, and 4 Zerglings currently on the way out. Spore dropping down in the main base. Man, what on earth was I about to talk about? Was this something the Twitch chat said? I have no idea. Port wanted to be VIP. I mean... I can make you VIP if you want, Port. Do you want to be VIP? I mean, you are VIP in the chat. Yeah? Make you VIP, alright? Okay, let me do it. Where are you? LMNOP, there we go. Boom. You're now a VIP, Port, enjoy. Alright. Oracle coming down to the bottom side of the map. As we do see the Oracle flying over the third and in towards the natural. Couple of queens ready to push that away. Cham obviously just keeping things alive so far and just pushing this back. Oracle comes over into the natural. Going to be seeing a couple of drones. Going to be under fire. One drone goes down, the other gets away with his life for the moment. Prism on the way up. Temple Archives dropping in the back of the main. Forge dropping down as well. Anti-man. I love it. Bans Port. Be nice, Port. Yeah, please follow the rules, Port. God. Come on, dude. Few roaches on the way up then. This is going to be Cham getting aggressive. Kind of what he did against Showtime on Blue Shift. Queens and roaches. I mean, MaNa sees this, so he knows what's coming. He knows what's happening. He's about to have Temple Archives, so he will have Archons to help him defend this attack. I wonder if he's just going to go and... I wonder if he's just going to go and try to... I wonder if he... I'm just thinking, if you wait for the High Templar to feed back the Queens, yeah. Feed back the Queens, get rid of the energy, then morph in the Archon. Is definitely what you want to do. And he even goes hunting for the Queens over here with that Prism. Drops down, feed back 1 and 2. Lifts it up, get away, make it an Archon. Really, now those Queens can't transfuse. We have a Ravager coming down. There's going to be seeing some corrosive powers dropping. Ooh, hits an Oracle. That's quite nice because the Oracle against the Ravagers would be nice. Of course, those Queens still a bit of an issue at the moment. That's a lot of army from Cham trying to break up this ramp. Another Immortal being Chrono Boosted here. 2 gateways on the verge of dropping. 1 down, the second now falls. And obviously the floodgate's open for these units to come in without really anything to, anything to choke them up. Another Stasis Ward coming down. Corrosive Files on it, and it will get cancelled. Oh, but it goes off on the Lings and Queens. That's going to force field the Ravagers away as well, which means that MaNa should be able to hold on, actually. That Stasis is actually huge, as now the Oracle comes in, kills the Queens. The Archons coming down to the low ground via the Warp Prism as well to push the Ravagers back. And while Cham is droning up behind this, MaNa has not taken anywhere near the damage that we saw Showtime taking. Obviously with a Robo, Temple Archives, etc. You have so many more tools to defend this than a set of double Stargate Phoenix. And as we're going to be seeing the Prism loading up a couple of Archons. Coming back in. Okay, has Port Board have been a VIP yet? There you go, have your moderator back. There you go, dude. Alright, so really sick from MaNa. That Stasis obviously helps out a lot, but I feel like he was going to be defending pretty well anyways, as we're going to be seeing an Overlord going down. Second Overlord picked off as well. I think MaNa would have been fine without the Stasis, but it was pretty sick that it got to go off anyways. As we're going to see another couple of High Templar warping in. And honestly, I kind of feel after an attack like this from Cham, he's just so far behind. He's on pure Roaches and Ravagers, and his economy obviously wasn't great for a long time in the game either, so feels rough as we're going to be seeing those Archons unable to pick up the Queen. And we do see the Roach speed on the way up on the Roach Rowan. So there's a couple Archons dropping down the low ground. Hatchery going to start taking a bit of a beating. Already down below half health. Oracle heading in towards the main. Bars will just be dodged. Obviously no issue there. Yes, well, I wonder what the Oracle's looking for. Just a Revelation. Well, he's actually coming in for the Queen kill. Oh, I guess why the heck not. Oh, needs to be careful though. So many other Queens. The earlier Oracles did go down. So this is a new Oracle. Kind of here just to kind of do Oracle things such as Revelations and so on. MaNa does get aggressive. Again, I feel like after an attack like this, the inaggressive is pretty much always going to work, because Cham's obviously been trying to drone to catch back up from the drones he didn't make to all in. And obviously because he's trying to play catch up, then he kind of doesn't necessarily have as many units as he might need to have. As we're going to be having this army of MaNa backing away to the top side of the map. It's yeah, he's out of here at the moment. He's good for the moment. Roaches and Ravagers still coming up this right hand side as well. Oracle is just having a little bit of a fly around too. Queen's actually going for that Oracle kill. I mean, this is almost like an all-in here from Cham. V2. Extra Overlords coming up. His Roach Speed just finished. If this attack doesn't work, he has no upgrades or anything to fall back on. So he is so committed to this, but no Queens. So the Oracle just goes after a Ravager right away. Already one Ravager dead. Well, there's a couple of Queens coming over. So again, it's just the same as before, but a little bit more and a little bit bigger. Another Oracle's about to finish. Archon morphs in on the high ground. We're going to be seeing what's in the Prism. Two Archons that are just going to drop in right in the center. They take a lot of damage though, and I feel like Cham might just overrun MaNa. I feel like MaNa shouldn't really be down a ramp. I know it's hard because you got to try and defend your natural and your third, but those ramps are your best friends. He does pull back to the ramps now. Remember, for MaNa, it's just about defending. As long as he holds on here, this generally goes very well for him. Love this. The two Oracles onto the first Queen, and then the Phoenix lifting up the other ones, but the Corrosive Bowels get the Oracles. Don't think that was really intended. There's that Immortal fighting Roaches on the third base. And we've seen the Phoenix push back as the Queen gets dropped back down. Zealot's going to get the Queen from the back there, and a couple more try to come forward. Corrosive Bowels dodged somehow. That one Immortal is still here, dealing so much damage. Lifts up against those next Biles. Finally, the Immortal Barrier is popped as reinforcing roaches coming over. I mean, more Immortals are about to come out here, but it's really only Immortals and not much else. I mean, there's 5 of them in total. 1 in this prism and 4 more down on the low ground that will want to try and come up here somehow. These first roaches just getting picked off. I mean, 4 Immortals, 1 shot a roach, so they're going down very quickly. You've seen those Ravagers continue to come down here. Corrosive Piles! Nice dodging by MaNa. Good Warp Prism micro. I mean, these roaches keep on dropping. Reinforcements are about to arrive as well as MaNa's Immortal count gets lower and lower. He's about to get 2 more, warping in some extra Zealots. He's still kind of continuing to hold on here. There's the extra Immortals. The Zealots go a huge distance in this to keep those Immortals safe enough to just focus on attacking. Love the lift on the Ravager. Take it out of the fight. It means that it's just going to drop back in with Zealots surrounding it and no way for it to really escape. So that goes down as well. I think MaNa has held on after what didn't look like a great start for him at all here. What a defense by MaNa. Great hold to stay alive in this game number 3. Fantastic stuff at the moment, as we're going to be seeing. Well, now Cham really is in trouble. We mentioned it was pretty much all in, and now +2 is done for MaNa. His Immortal and Archon count is still very good. Cham didn't really do anything here to kind of get back into this game at all with that with that attack. Stasis denies mining for a little while. Cham is just still spamming roaches. MaNa just needs to sit back, build more Immortals and Archons. As long as he knows what's going on with this Oracle, seeing that there's no Hydra Den, no teching up, he can just sit back. Because as long as it's only Roach Ravager and no upgrades, Cham is not going to win this game without attacking. And, well, if MaNa attacks into him, obviously it gives Cham the opportunity. But again, Cham is not building up into anything. It's just another attack. So better to be in a defensive position than out on the map as MaNa gets ready to hold. Here we go. Roaches kill their own buddy. That was a roach killing a roach right there. Bottom right, some Zealots going to go flanking around and see what they can do. This area here can be force fielded to stop these roaches and Ravagers pushing in too quickly. Good first few connections. The Immortals start to go in. Good dodges off the bow so far. And there go the Zealots into that third base as well. So they're going to start finding a bunch of damages. Roaches over here dealt with 2. Now just need to bring the Zealots down into this army as the roaches are actually just going to run up this ramp. They're all choked up. There's Immortals on the right side too. This is what MaNa was maybe meant to do the first time around when he was kind of a bit too far forwards, but this time obviously he has a bit more and it goes a lot better for him. And it's going to be GG. MaNa cleans up 2-1.